This afternoon, the Premier announced the latest round of COVID-19 restrictions. So I wanted to take a moment to talk to you about what it means for our community. Now, this comes after days of warnings from doctors and medical health experts about the conditions of our hospitals, especially those in Scarborough, that are already overwhelmed. So today, the government acknowledged their announcement, acknowledged the dire situation that we're in, highlighting the dangerous trend in which COVID is spreading. And yet, when it came to real actions, the government announced no new real measures to protect people. And the worst part of all of this is that this disconnect between what experts have said and the Premier's decision to take half measures will disproportionately hurt people in Scarborough. We need help. But the Premier's response leaves behind thousands of essential workers who call Scarborough home. I'm worried about the people who have told me that they don't feel safe working in factories. I'm worried about people who tell me that they wish they had paid sick days when they go out to deliver packages. I'm worried about the nurses, the PSWs who are temporary or part-time and don't have paid sick days. And I'm worried about all the healthcare workers who tell me that they're doing all that they can but need provincial support. Now, our hospitals are overflowing, so much so that people are having to be transferred to other cities like Oshawa and Barrie. In the past few days, I have met with doctors and healthcare professionals who are worried that we don't even have enough vaccines, despite the fact that this is a hotspot. And our hospitals need to have vaccines proportionate to the amount of people that they serve. So why are there no measures for low-income racialized workers who are being forced to go to work at the cost of their health and safety? And we're almost into 1 year of this pandemic. And despite repeated calls to prioritize the safety of our most vulnerable, our precarious workers, essential workers, seniors, children, all this government has done is repeatedly lecture people to stay home, repeatedly blame people for causing the spread, when in reality, people are trying to do everything possible to stay safe. People can't stay safe if those in charge have no interest in keeping them safe or being role models to the public. Today, we needed the Premier to be a real leader, and he did not deliver. And while nothing has changed to ensure communities are protected, you know what has changed? Our government can now charge you for non-compliance to the stay-at-home orders that have become increasingly more confusing. We have already started receiving emails and phone calls from people who are once again left confused because of their work or these restrictions. So to the people of Scarborough, while we keep pressure on this government, let's remember that we have to stick together to keep going. And I want to thank you for being resilient. I want to thank you for staying home, for washing your hands, for protecting your families, your friends, and our community. Thank you for doing everything possible to stay safe. I will keep fighting for an equitable response to COVID-19 on behalf of Scarborough Southwest. I promise you that.